Hello. So today we're fixing the train, supposedly. Hopefully it doesn't take as long as the trolley. I don't know, I guess I'll find out. I must confess, the train is an impressive sight. How easy it must be to ship goods throughout the wilds now. Right. Mewahet Zone should be to the northeast of here. Let's continue on. Had I known we were just going to the next town, I would have done it yesterday. I have my foot resting on Alt. Such beauty. I know more than a few cleaners who would love to explore this land. There you are. The village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had direct dealings with the people of Mewahet Zone, but I do know that their traditions mean a great deal to them, as does the land. These indigenous analogs. What am I looking for? Such lovely clean air. I feel it. It feels like a treat after the overpowering ceruleum of Shishinowetsi Springs. Waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise for people and animals both. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature as we do. Greetings, travelers, and welcome. I am Huato, chief of the Mewahet Zone, and this is my son, Shepeto. Pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome, and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I am Walika, station master of Dawntrail Railway. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. This is Taliesin and Erinville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration effort. You have a most curious air about you, of oil and steel, tanned leather, and the faintest hint of fair winds blown from a distant shore, though I know not where. I gather you are not from these lands? Hail from Eorzea. Damn Europeans. Truly? I would love to know more of you and the lands you have seen. I am told your people hold your traditions in the highest. Yet I gather you are curious about those of others as well. But of course, nature is boundless, as is our love for her lands and her children. The Hetso, in particular, have done much to guide our way of life. Where to hunt, to gather, to lay our heads. The Hetso teach us all of these things and more. It is for that reason, I believe, that we are attuned to the shifting winds around us. I see that word, Hetso, it means leader of souls, in the Hetsaro tongue, does it not? It does. There are many creatures revered as Hetso among the Hetsaro. I see. Here we look to the Ronek for guidance. However, as you may have gleaned from our use of etherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influences. About that. That said, there are certain things that give us pause. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us in a discussion. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such a long way. My son is always so delighted to hear their tales. Now, if you'll follow me. They follow the Ronek with the seasons. It makes sense that they would live in tents that can be broken down and transported easily. This tent is made with the hide and bones of Ronek. I wonder what else they are used for. Say, do you like to hunt? And what weapons do you like to use? A book. I will speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will soon bring misfortune to the land. Ronek have made the potential for danger plain. As you may have heard, their temperament has become erratic of late. Keep yawning here. A stableman near Husatawi mentioned that. Do you know what has caused this? We have our suspicions. Since others were drawn to this land by ceruleum, Shaloni has undergone a transformation. And the railroads are part of that. As strong and resilient as they may seem, Ronek are sensitive creatures. The roar of the train as it thunders through the plains may well cause them distress. As my father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influences or innovations, but in this we can't help but worry. Understandably, I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns not only the Hetsaro, but all of Shaloni. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of Valkona? Yes, quieter trains, yo. Valkona, you say? You know him only through rumors, but he is apparently, how shall I put this? Hard-headed and aloof. He values technological advancement and efficiency to the detriment of all else. Mind your tongue, Shipito. While there is a grain of truth to the rumors, he is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. His journeys have changed him for the better. So in the course of traveling with him, you witness him change with your own eyes? Yep. Taliesin fought beside Valcona in the Rite of Succession. I take his word over rumors. You took part in the Rite of Succession? You're that close to the Dawnservants? I was grateful for any help, but I had no idea I had recruited a bona fide hero. That is nothing, yo. The succession of Dawnservants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there's clearly much we don't know. On this particular occasion, the winds of change are not meant to be feared. No, we must open our hearts and minds to what we might see Valcona for who he truly is. Do you think he might visit someday? Just as his father offered us guidance, I'm hopeful that he will do the same. Thank you for hearing and allaying our concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have freshly cut logs near the lake. Please take all that you require. We are terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Ronek foremost in our minds as we continue working on the railroad. And if needs be, we'll seek Valcona's counsel. My thanks again for your time in the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you again soon. Speak with Huato. Oops, just did that. Keep forgetting it's like weird. They fulfill the objective after. We have to carry all of this back to the station? Yep. Get to it. We have more than enough timber to fix the ties. Now we need to transport it to the station, which will be a bit more involved than I thought. I didn't expect we'd be given so much. I think we said take what we need. Mind waiting here a spell while I round up a few more hands and a Ronek? I won't be long. I'm glad that went well, and thankfully it seems you won't need to make several trips for the timber. I have 665 weapon. It's alright looking. Doesn't exactly fit my aesthetic though. And the land would tremble. Ernville regards the pile of timber with undisguised weariness. Weariness? Oh, I guess it's like saying we've moved stuff even though we've just been standing here. While we wait, or not, so weariness. It's like pre-weariness, like a weariness that comes on before you even do the job. While we wait, we could get started moving the timber somewhere more accessible. It shouldn't take long if we split the work. We could have Kantet Nikiforov give us some to the main road. We'll have 2 minutes to complete the task. Should you fail, return to the starting location. Fun. I wish I could carry stuff in real life like that. Can you sprint? No. Just avoid the mobs, I guess. Puryonan Plain. Oh, this is the road. Like a fire road. Easy. I should think this will be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry we didn't make it back sooner. We'll see to the rest. Once we've repaired the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? As much as I'd love to make it, so there aren't any spots available. What? Can't make room? You have to wait for one after, I'm afraid, but you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do to repay your kindness. That's fine. Namika has no few others. But that's fine. Namika and no few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right that they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Itowikwe will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat to watch her work. The only work we should be worried about is our own, Shenza, and we've still more to do. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass the time. If there's anything else in Shaloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it. They always give you, like, kind of hints that you should be doing side quests, but I would, like, never do them during the MSQ. Yeah, thanks for the follow, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Garger Art. Zapia. We'll handle the rest of the work from here. You just sit tight now. My thanks again for your timely assistance. Won't be long now before the tracks are fixed and you're on your way. It'll be good to have the train running again. I miss the sound of her barreling down the tracks. Oh, did I attune? I don't think I did. Can't forget that. So how many times do they have? 1, 2, 3. That's it. Oh, 4. I'm blind. So what does the lake separate us from? Oh. Ether current. What? I guess it separates us from the bridge. I think the bridge is... Wait, where is the bridge again? Well, actually, this is north, so bridge is that way. So I guess the last zone up here or something. The last zone? Can't remember. Where are we headed? faster to do this and go this way. Wrong way. See how many needles they do. Guess they only do it when they're in melee range. How'd you feel of the sights? Well, they appear to have almost finished. That was fast. Several cutscenes. Wait for the train to depart from the station? Sure. Interesting. Blue flame.
A glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat.
Here she comes!
Where's this engineer you were talking about? We didn't even get to meet her.
Thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Thrall. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani.
Where now?
And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day our trains are running coast to coast.
Manifest
That's
destiny,
the
yo.
ultimate dream.
There's just so many weird, I don't know. There's like too many parallels to colonialism, you know? Like I know they're trying to put a positive spin on it, like respecting.
Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Or trembling.
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
It's all that fracking for cerulean, man. Or not.
Gods have mercy.
Someone mind telling me what's going on? Okay, that's new.
Flying? What's happening?
Oh, the train! Nitowikwe and the others!
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
Is that really a good idea? Wow. We're just gonna stand there and let it fly over us. Okay. They must be heading to Tuliolao then, since the bridge is there.
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
Did get back right away. I mean, when we found the Golden City, there was like a weird entrance that we didn't go through. Like, these people must live there, right?
Heavens forfend.
Don't worry, I'm gonna save the day once again.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Why did they come here specifically?
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone.
Do something, Kryl. Jeez.
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
And machines. It's just like a more advanced Omega or something. So please tell me I'm gonna intercede here. That's good.
Someone help me, please! Oh, oh.
Wow.
Bastard!
Yeah, we're screwed. Kryl, do something, please. Wow. Wait, what are they doing? Wait. We're taking their ether or something?
What did it just do?
Who was that? Wait. Was it Estinian or? Oh, the Dawnservant. Wait, oh. Oh, Jaja.
Thank you.
Save the things. Just get to safety.
He's so awkward trying to be good.
I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace.
He's gonna
Before it's overrun.
sacrifice himself for everyone?
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
Just go. Jeez.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to taste my blade next?
Maybe this is why they were making blessed siblings. And then people just forgot why. What is going on? Who's that? Oh, it's the woman from the trailer. I mean, I would think they could just blow up the palace, so why didn't they? Is the old Dawnservant gonna be dead? There's a little Jaja. Huh, looks like he's there. Oh, what? Wow. Oh, it's freaking
That you
Zeralja.
should still live.
Zeralja?
That's right, he did go into the city.
By the gods.
So
What
this
has
is why.
happened to you?
Didn't he kill Ketenram?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuli Yolal and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Try.
Have you gone mad?
No, my ambition remains unchanged.
So this is the next trial, I
To
assume.
teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus unite the world.
What has changed you so much and in so short a time?
We beat him. That's
To
what.
harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer.
Answer is fuck
By
off.
my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
Why not both of us? Jeez.
No. His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Zeralja is strong. He has never been father's equal in combat.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Sorolja, my son, and forgive me.
I was expecting Zoralja to win. He's gonna get back up, isn't he? He's gonna be a complete robot. Just an auto-resurrect.
What?
How?
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
It's like what happened in Stormblood, kind of. That's that. So I was
Papa?
wrong and right.
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title.
Shoot him, Kona.
Very
Jeez.
well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did, father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Zoralja, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
So what was this speech you gave about not being an oppressor?
Choose your next steps wisely.
I guess you were just lying when you gave that speech in Rikopacha. Yeah, Alice, she's the vow of reason here. that was interesting. Just decimated the entire guard. Piece of cake. So what happened to you, Kettenrim? Please tell me. 12 have mercy. Guess we'll find out later. We did everything we could. Everything. But it simply wasn't enough. I can scarcely believe my eyes. How could this happen? Father, no, this cannot be. I like the lack of music here. Kind of eerie. No, Papa can't die. He can't. How could this happen?
Enough. I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. I've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Wuk Lamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save your strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone.
Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
Wow. That was great. I kind of wish a lot of this had happened earlier. I mean, I know they wanted the expansion to probably be, a bit more lighthearted, but I mean, you can't have a completely lighthearted expansion. There has to be some kind of conflict, some kind of climax. So, I mean, that it took until level 96 is a bit surprising. At a time like this, we must take the initiative. There will be countless people in need of help. Little Jaja was so proud to be succeeded by his children, to think that he will never get to see them carry on his legacy. What can we do now? I don't understand. The seat of the people. This has casualties, as well as any damage done to to the city. Yes. Only I'd been more careful. Yeah, I mean, you were taken. I mean, we don't know that, but I, the player, know that. So you've got some explaining to do. What happened? Right, so, Wuk Lamat, Kona. I bring word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the Lands Guard have begun rendering aid to the people. Casualties within our ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all that we can. I thank you for the report. Please inform the guard they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. People. I need to help them. We'll assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you. There are sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I could count. We'll split up and help all of them. Count on us. Alphane and Alice, would you take Bayside Bevy and Kryl and Aaronville, Palace Perimeter? As for Taliesin, Please come to the Resplendent Quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. It's the wrong way. Oh, did I go the wrong way? Jump off here. Very good. Fuddled is a good word for it. Thank you. I thought I was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader. They say he looked like Zeralja. But that can't be... Can it? Why would the first promise attack his own people? But if it was him, what happens now? Is he going to come back? What do we do if he does? Kill him. Thank you. Pain is better now, but I can't stop shaking. Where did they come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under Gulajaja. We were safe, but now... Oh no, they're gonna blame Wuk Lamat and Kona, aren't they? Thanks. I think I'm alright. Did you see them? Those soldiers? They look like people, but they killed and killed with no hesitation. If they attack us again, how can we hope to defend ourselves? Thank you, sir. But my husband and son, they were... I'm a terrible actor. I'm not really doing this justice. A soldier. My thanks. I'll be fine now. But we failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were Wuk Lamat and Val Kona when we were trying to save their father, dude? They're not to blame. I understand. I do, but I need to clear my head. finish aiding the people here? Thank you. There were children among the wounded. Children! No, now isn't the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are at Talon March? And afterwards, go and find Alice at Bayside Bevy? No, more of a statement. Fresh scorch marks the ground. Fresh scorch marks on the ground are doubtless from the enemy assault. Guess I should have. Do I need to have gone and inspected the other scorch marks? There is no evidence of significant damage from the battle. The fighting did not spread this far, it seems. Okay. I like how, like, not in a phased part where you're just seeing a bunch of Omnicrafters. The shop appears to have weathered the chaos, though its wares have been strewn across the floor. Port remains unscathed, but the enemy ships continue to loom overhead. I've helped all those I can find, seen them delivered into the Landsguard's care. As many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the Landsguard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Seralja actually meant to harm the people, I mean, look around. The buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to incite fear, to show that he could strike wherever he pleases. But we can discuss that later. How's Lamati? Even after what happened to her father, She's trying so hard to fulfill her duty to the people. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs to rest, and soon. Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps she's gone to the Gornitric Gleam Sands. We just call it Gleam Sands. Like struggling to pronounce a million things. It's just right down here.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. Drink.
There you are, Lamachi. I was beginning to...
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamachi. Lamachi!
How could I?
Look at me, Lamachi. You need rest. You and him both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people... I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
Maybe Alice should be the Dawnservant. I mean, I joke, but no. Even a leader has a lot to learn.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
We'll handle this together.
You'll stick with me. Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do rather than what I can't. We've dealt with unfriendly factions before, from Yokhui still longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believed that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. My brother is different. There will be no reasoning with him. He killed our people, our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zoralja and kill him.
I'm fine. Just needed a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me, and for urging me on despite all my sulking. Sitting around complaining isn't very leader-like, is it? So much has happened so quickly. I struggle to make sense of it all. Strange soldiers, those floating ships, and the new powers Ralja commands. Given everything he's done and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle. Not this time. Cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray. But I will make it my strength. The strength to do what I must. Right. I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Kona. Could you and the others join us in a while? However we decide to proceed, I want you to be aware of it. Oh, and could you tell Alice I'll be alright? She's probably at Bayside Bevy. Sure thing. Sorry for the noise. It's just adjusting my mic. It's like, yeah, he left the buildings untouched, but killed a bunch of people. Like, he values materialism more than people. It's just so contradictory to what he was saying. Oh, you're back. By the way, I take it to mean Lamati is feeling better? By that, I take it to mean she needs to be strong for the people of Tural. I understand that, but she doesn't have to do it alone. So if she intends to fight, then we fight. Together. That said, I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. Now let's study it. Bring it to Sid. Get Sid here. Look like I mean, I think they're robots, but they look like the people from Thule. Kind of. Not exactly. This is like some combination of the two. Pick up the pieces. Alice regards the fallen soldier thoughtfully. It's clearly not a person, but it doesn't look like any automaton or magitech weapon I've ever seen. As far and wide as you've traveled, though, perhaps you've encountered something similar before. Would you mind taking a closer look? It may yield some clues as to Zoralja's new powers. I mean, I've already said. So the face. Place of where eyes or a mouth might be, you see a strange sigil on the front of this helm. From a distance, it appeared to be simple armor, but upon closer inspection, its construction is quite intricate. The material from which it is made is unclear, and you see no signs of a power source. Is it like a biological source? I mean, they stole ether. Like a gunblade? The general shape of this weapon resembles a gun, but its construction suggests it's far more advanced than anything you've ever seen before. Becoming Final Sci-Fi 14. Not that it hasn't been that at times. So what do you think? It looks like a person, but it's clearly mechanical. Indeed, while it resembles a person, it has features that make it uncanny. The lack of a face not least of all. Do you see any sign of a power source? Nope. So it probably doesn't run on ceruleum or any of the conventional fuels. It's ether. See the little balls that they took? I tried channeling ether into it earlier, but there was no response. Okay, so it's not ether. That would seem to rule it out as an arcane entity. What the hell is it then? It's completely lifeless now, a far cry from the unstoppable enemy it was in battle. Even the material it's made of is a mystery. Rather than a metal, it's more akin to stone. Wait, haven't we seen this somewhere recently? I guess the Sky Deep's an update. That's right, the glowing stone used in the chamber with the gate to the Golden City. And while the soldiers are a different color, the warships are the same black as the stone of the gate itself. There has to be a connection. Let's share our observation with the others when we gather at Sunperch. The sooner we get to the bottom of this mystery, the better. Going to Sunperch now. Where are we going? Oh, we are going to Sunperch. Okay. Don't mind my lazy way of traveling around. It's a coal lock. Does that door go to? Looks like everyone here is here already.
Thank you for coming, everyone. And thank you for taking charge in the relief effort. We would have fared far worse without you.
Someone had to do it, that's all. Come, let's take stock.
In terms of casualties, at least 50 died in the attack. And many times that number are wounded. All available healers are seen to their care. Structural damage at least is limited, so essential business can be conducted without issue.
Yay, capitalism.
That said, the people are understandably shaken. We must assuage their fears and begin working to restore things to normal as quickly as possible.
Now, the most confounding mystery remains our enemy. And their mechanical soldiers created with technology that surpasses anything I've ever seen. What is their nature? And how did Zoralja manage to bring them under his command? Such things remain unknown.
They emerged from the dome encasing Yasolani. We're quite certain of that much.
Speaking of the dome, we have some theories, I'm told.
Indeed. I would like to call upon some helpers to join the discussion. May I invite them here?
Ishtola.
By all means.
It's me. Permission has been granted. You can come in.
I mean, it's more than likely Thancred and Riange. But maybe Ishtola and Graha.
Greetings, everyone.
Finally. Eternal wins.
Y'shtola! After that long voyage, I had hoped that we might be afforded a moment's rest, but I gather circumstances are quite dire.
All is well in the Annex, never fear. I've already dealt with the most pressing matters, and others hold the fort in my absence.
Following the changing of Dawnservants, Gulul Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his two successors. Thanks to Wuk Lamat, I was allowed to attend that meeting. What I heard led me to conclude that this was a matter for the students. Thus did I call upon our comrades who possess the requisite expertise. It was actually after that the dome manifested. But, based on what we know, I have reason to believe that it is connected to the Golden City.
I mean, obviously.
While we're eager to help, we have limited familiarity with the situation. Might we trouble you to explain from the beginning?
Sure, you see, we were on a boat, blah, 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 blah. Storm happened, blah, blah,
As
blah,
you
blah.
know, it was a letter I found tucked away in the Baldessian Annex that brought me to Tural. A letter from the Dawnservant addressed to my grandfather, sent some 20 years ago.
The request to investigate the City of Gold.
Indeed. The strange thing is, there was mention of neither Tural nor the city in our records. Hoping to learn the truth of my grandfather's mission, what he did and saw, I volunteered to help in the rite of succession. At the end of which, I was able to hear the tale from Gulul Jar Jar. Like us, my grandfather went to the deepest chamber of the Sky Deep Cenote. And, like us, he saw the gate to the Golden City.
Is that what you required our help with? This gate?
It was. You see, the gate was opened once in the past. And
It led to another reflection.
I see. Of course, I mean, makes more than enough sense. So 3 reflections.
I can take the story from here. Considering my part in these affairs, I reckon maybe I'm best equipped to speak on the matter. I was there too, you see. In those ruins, together with Galuf and Galul Jaja, and what I saw that day, I'll never forget.
Assume he was stationed there to keep an eye on the city, right? There he is.
This black stone is remarkable. I cannot help but wonder if the structures in this part of the ruins were built by a completely different civilization.
It was over 1,000 years ago that the giants mined here. Their records make no mention of glowing stones.
Is he gonna touch it?
It harbors high concentrations of ether, and on the surface are what appear to be arcane patterns. They aren't Allagan, or Mahi, or Nemean. If anything, they put me in mind of the calculations of the South Sea Islanders, but even then...
You don't look Asian either. The ancients. So...
7 hells!
There.
What did you do?
Nothing.
An earthquake?
So that's how the earthquakes were happening. Okay.
None of this has ever happened before.
A void gate? Nay, this is different.
Is it the opposite of the void? Oh, say what? Is that the woman we saw? As a baby? A Lalafell baby. Papa Lima? I mean, probably not. I'm just taking wild guesses at this point. Oh, it's Cryle.
Baby? Now
I'm dumb.
hold on. Why would you...
grandfather. But how did Zoralja get that?
Now what's this?
Oh, he stole it from Kettenram.
What is this?
Okay.
Who are you?
Better get back. She definitely has Krell's face there.
Though it never opened again, Galuf continued to study the gate for years after that, hoping to learn something of value. All he could conclude was that it was built with unknown technology, and that it led to another world, one apart from the Void.
Yeah, so the opposite of the Void.
We'd assumed the ruins themselves were the Golden City, only to discover that the real prize actually lay beyond the gate, and beyond our reach. Couldn't make head nor tail of the artifact either. As it had similar properties to the black stone in the ruins, we were convinced it was important, so Galul Jaja took it to the palace for safekeeping. Galuf, meanwhile, took the baby with him back to Sharlayan and raised her as his own.
Then the child was...
Kyle.
The earring inside the letter to my grandfather. It was apparently found amongst my swaddling clothes.
If this is true, then it means that you hail from another reflection.
So it would seem. I still struggle to take it all in myself. Looking back, Grandfather was always quick to seek distractions whenever I broached the subject. But never would I have guessed anything like this. But enough about me. We have more pressing matters.
The forces that assailed Tuliolo. You suspect they are somehow connected to the Golden City?
Thinking back on it, the soldiers looked like they could have been made from the same black stone.
And leading them was Zoralja. His involvement also lends weight to the theory. On the day of the succession ceremony, a bandit took me unawares and knocked me out. When I came to, I found my home turned upside down, with a few particular items missing. Namely the keystones I was entrusted with, for my role as Watcher of the Gate.
The bandit, you believe that it was...
I only got a glimpse of him, but I was a blue-scaled Hubigo. I know of no other.
The artifact stored at the palace was also stolen. The thief struck during the ceremony, and the guard was spread thin.
So our assumption is Zoralja somehow opened that gate to another reflection, where he acquired advanced technology and his mechanical army.
It fits. And if he did, then it's also likely that the dome is a product of this unknown reflection.
It's a little too on the nose. Not everything needs to be explained.
We've been going on and on about the reflections, but what of my home?
Exactly.
What's become of it?
Well, of your home, yes. Is it swallowed up by the dome? Going to find out.
Indeed. Where it concerns other realities, I dare say the Scions are best suited to tackle the task.
You can say that again. We've been to the literal edge of existence. Some mysterious giant dome shouldn't scare us.
As you know, our order has ostensibly disbanded. We'd thank you to be discreet about our unofficial reunion.
Everyone's here already.
Huh. Worry not. We'll spare no effort to get to the bottom of this. And with our hero eager to help, you can be confident of the results.
I'm coming with you. If that's where my brother is, then that's where I must go. I can't say I understand everything you're discussing, but I know what I have to do. I have to put a stop to Zoralja and restore the people's happiness.
Suffice it to say, I share Lamachi's desire to join you. However, under these circumstances, it would be unwise for both vows to be absent from the city. As such, I shall remain in Tuliolal. Come what may, I will protect our nation. So go forth, sister, and do what you must.
Thank you.
It may be prudent for us to likewise divide our forces. While one group ventures into the dome, the other keeps guard without.
Agreed. There's something I wish to investigate out here, so I will remain.
I as well. The enemy's warships still loom overhead, and I would see that we're prepared for the worst.
Krell's coming
I
with
wish
me.
to go to the dome. As a student, I have an obligation to investigate this potential threat to the world. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not deathly curious about my origins. If there's aught to be learned, then I want to learn it.
Erinville's obviously coming.
In that case, please let me come too. I have to see what's become of my home. I may not be a fighter, but I know those lands like the back of my hand. I can guide you.
If you hadn't offered, I would have asked. We're counting on you.
I'm not one for waiting around, so if it's all the same to you, I'll join the dome crew.
The dome crew.
You should accompany them, Graha. I expect your knowledge and experience will be useful. In the meantime, I intend to learn what I can about the gate, and will keep you apprised of my findings. Pray do the same.
What about Estinian?
Assuming communication is possible from inside the dome, we'll maintain contact and share any developments.
It seems our teams are assembled. A fine roster, I think.
Looks good to me. We'll find a way to deal with the threat. For the sake of Tural.
It's truly heartening to have you at our side for this. Thank you, everyone. Now, before we set off, there's one thing I need to do. The people are still shaken by the attack, and I'd like to reassure them as best I can.
So I assume we're gonna run into Justinian, Thancred, or Yanje again. Right, so we have what? Kryl, Alisei, me, so it's 4. Who else was coming? Is Aaronville gonna take up arms or something? I know what I have to do now. Before investigating the dome, Wuk Lamat wishes to see to one important matter. I know we're in a hurry to set off, but before we do, I need to address my people. The peace we swore to uphold has been shattered. They need to understand what's happened and how we intend to fix it. So I want to call an assembly at the Winged Walk and assure them all will be well. But as shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need to hear my words. If you'd like, I shall seek. Oh, it's an alpha note. If you'd like, I shall seek out such souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too. This is an important step to the city's recovery. Care to join us, Taliesin? Sure. I mean, we're running around this expansion. While you handle that, Aaronville and I will see to provisions for the expedition. Thank you. I'll go ahead and have the Landsguard announce the address. People must first know that there's going to be one before the city can decide whether or not they want to hear it. If you could see to the Resplendent Quarter in Bayside Bevy, Alisei and I will split the rest of the city between us. Oh, I might need to take a break, give my brain a rest. I've been streaming an hour and 40 minutes. Go to 2 hours and then I'll take a break. Maybe be back after dinner. Oh, we're in like a weird solo duty thing. So, as far as Kryl's parentage goes, I'm thinking maybe 20 years ago, at least as far as, 20 years on this the source, that there was some kind of strife in their reflection, which led to the dominance of these robots, whatever they may be. And I'm not sure what Kryl's role is in all of that, like why they felt they had to give her away. Is she important? I don't really know. If Tuliolao fails the enemy, what will happen to us? To our homes, our farms, everything we've worked so hard to build. Lives and communities and histories all reduced to ash by these merciless villains. I heard Val Wuk Lamat is planning to address the people, but what's the point? What can she and her brother possibly have to say? Really? The Dawnservants have a plan already? They've lost so much, yet they're prepared to carry on. They're prepared to carry on. And standing around worrying about what is to come will change nothing. It would be a lie to say I'm hopeful for the future, but I will go hear what they intend to do. Sparing alpaca herder. It's not safe here, not anymore. I could try to leave Tural, but where else is there to go? You look like the well-traveled sort. Please, I can't stay here. But I fear nowhere in Tural is beyond the enemy's reach. What if the lands across the salt? I mean, they're pretty worn-torn themselves. I know. Even if I ran, I know I'd regret it in the end. I love Tural. This is my home. And I know the Dawnservants would give their lives to defend her. I'll put my faith in them and listen to what they have to say. Checking on everyone, are you? The city's definitely seen better days, but we can only spare so much time for mourning. Only by looking to the future can we overcome this crisis. And we'll all need to do our part. I've no doubt Wuk Lamat and Val Kona will share similar sentiments at their address. Yeah, how much do I have to run around? It's a huge circle. What am I missing? Or where am I missing, rather? It's up there, maybe? Ah. Please, leave me be. My father is gone. Leave me to mourn. Little Jaja is slain? Yet the Wuk Lamat and Val Kona still fight for our nation. For us. Very well. If they would speak, the least I can do is listen. Cleaning up is tiring work. Been busy helping as well, I'm guessing. Right now it's tough for everyone, but Tulliola won't succumb to this. The new Dawnservants to protect and lead us, we'll get through it together. Paranoid resident. I can't leave now. What if those soldiers come back? And what are those strange machines looming overhead? Gods, I have so many questions. Get some answers. I see. Put my mind at ease to learn something. Anything of the threat we face. Alright then, I'll go to the Winged Walk. Thank you. I feel better already, and likely better still once I hear what the Dawnservants have to say. Whew. The wares are mostly intact. Glad tidings for my clients. Oh, sorry friend. but I have no time to spare. Wuk Lamat and Valkona will soon be giving a public address, and I have to finish taking inventory before then. Given the circumstances, it must be quite important. You'll want to be there as well. This person does not need to be convinced. Rick Astley. Whatever it is, I don't have time. I have to finish repairing this cart. There's only so much I can carry on my back. When those hollow devils come again, I need to be ready. Wuk Lamat and Valkona mean well, but they're young and inexperienced. They can barely look after themselves. If we're to survive, I do not know if we can count on them. Well, then come listen to them. They're going to strike back at the enemy, so they're resolved to face this. Maybe it's too early to be thinking of running. Alright, I'll go and hear their address. We convince Wuk, what is his name? Taco vendor? With my mouse. Oh, he has a blue quest. Brooke Avu. That's right. Oh, there's nobody. The circle is further up. Must be Bayside Bevy, or this? Yeah. There we go. Stockpiling citizen. Oh my god, stop buying all the toilet paper. I need to stock up on food and medicine as much as I can. And what else is there? I can't afford to forget anything. I ain't gonna tell you what to buy so that there's some for me. Sorry, sir, but I'm busy. Too much to do and too little time. There's no telling when those stone men will return. I have to get out of here. Find somewhere safe. Yo, you need to leave some things for everyone else. Go hear them talk. Wuk Lamat wants to speak to us? Perhaps she has a plan then. I suppose there's no harm in hearing what she has to say. Alright. Where do I go now? Back. I'm just curious. I thought I can go through this. Yeah, it's like blocked off. Good. Right here. Thank you again for spreading the word of our address. For those who needed assurance, most would not have been present otherwise. Seems Kryla and Aaronville have yet to return. Still busy making preparations for our expedition, I presume. Did you not see Alice on your way here? Didn't. I was just discussing the gate to the Golden City with Ketenram. He has been patiently answering my few questions. A few questions? More like a bleeding broadside of them. Took me back to even me time with Galuf, if it did. Charlian's colors, I swear. It looks like you've brought quite a few people. Thank you. Alice had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still out there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her own efforts and left again. My apologies for involving you all in Turali affairs. We are simply helping dear friends in need. Having traveled the lands of Tural, sharing in the rich cultures of your people, I can see it no other way. What's more, Turalja and his army pose a threat to not only Tural, but to the star as a whole. We will stand with you to protect what you hold dear. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much, if any, rest. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks to a little encouragement from Taliesin. This lighting is weird with my hat. You needn't worry about me either. Whatever weariness I feel is no match for my desire to protect my people. We will restore peace to the nation and preserve our father's legacy. It begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. We need to see to a few things first, but feel free to go ahead to the plaza and wait. Father raised them well. That he did. You guys have been here like less than a day, and you're like, their father raised them well. It's a lot of people, actually.
Namachi, are you all right?
Yes, don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawnservant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor, and for a moment we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zoralsha and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Tural's my home, and I'll do my part for it. Hear, hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We fight! We fight! We're Tuliolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliolal!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
I'm doing my part. I had to mute my mic. The gardeners are here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky.
We've got a long way to go for that.
When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuliolal.
Remember that thing about bringing Charlian technology here?
You are the beating heart of our nation. Each and every one of you. Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Toliola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
I guess we'll turn this in. She did well. It is inspiring to see such diverse people rally as one. People of Tural have come together for this fight. We must endeavor not to fail them. I'm glad to see so many people came. I wasn't sure how many I had won over, so I decided to keep at it. I mean, you got like the whole city, I'll say. Jeez. That was a rousing speech, was it not? Let us do our part to ensure that the Dawnservants can fulfill their promise to the people. Listening to Wuk Lamat and Kona, I was reminded of my time in the First. While the Exarch was no king, I often found myself speaking before the people in the Crystarium in like manner. And through their deeds, they answered me. People of Tural too will rise to the occasion, this I can tell. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a break and have lunch, and then do some things and have dinner, and then I'll be back after dinner for a little while. So, thank you for watching, and I'll be back later, probably around 8 p.m. Pacific time. Alright, thanks for watching.